Just skip like 10 seconds if you're catching this video after the fact. I'm going to hammer out some tweets. I'm going to say going live to talk to children about how a 7-game playoff series works. Join the stream. Let me get that link out for you. Looks like my camera wants to be dog shit again. That's fucking great. There we go. Okay. I'll edit this out in post. Get that StreamYard link out there. Real professional shit. I just got home and have poured myself a nice glass of water. Just kidding, it's gin. You assholes are driving me to gin. All right, join the stream. Got the link up there for you. And we'll tweet that out. And we'll put the old YouTube in there. Got a tweet from my non-Twitter Blue subscription account. Okay, let's talk about it, folks. I'm Bart Winkler. So here's what happened with the Milwaukee Bucks in game number 3. They did not have Giannis. They maybe thought they didn't have to play with Giannis. They maybe thought they could get away without Giannis. And so he didn't play. And he didn't play, and you go home, and you go home to Miami for the Heat. And what happens in these situations is, you know, they get riled up. They get pretty pumped up. And I think where the Heat are looking at this is we took one game from them in Milwaukee. We had to battle our way to be here. We have guys that maybe were better off 3-4 years ago, in Kevin Love and, you know, Victor Oladipo, who got hurt, and you know, even Jimmy Butler. You know, sometimes he turns on the playoffs, yeah, but you know, Kyle Lowry. But maybe they had to say, we can get one more run. We can get one more run out of us guys. And if he beat the Bucks, at some point it will fall apart for them. They will not. If the Heat beat the Bucks, they will not win the NBA Finals. They'll probably peter out in the next round or after that. But right now, they've got themselves believing that they can beat Milwaukee. And that is fine as long as Milwaukee doesn't start believing that the Heat can beat Milwaukee. Then that's when we're going to have a problem. Now, my overall thought as I'm furiously racing home in my car with the game in my dash, watching the video, I could listen to the radio, but I need to see it. So I'm watching the game in my dash. Then, like, I mean, I should be dead. I should not have driven like this way. Because then I'm on Twitter, like, tweeting everybody. Because you guys are all doing the same shit that you always do. If you are watching this series and are thinking the Bucks are down 2-1 to a team they should not be down 2-1 again, you know, I'm a little concerned that this is going to be pretty embarrassing and they might lose this series. Sure. If you're watching this thing and saying, oh man, the Bucks, man, even if they get past this series, there's enough flaws and things that have been exploited in them that this might be like, they might not go to the finals. Okay. If you're watching game 3 and you're thinking, holy fuck, we're terrible, fire Bud, We suck. Giannis is never coming back. This is awful. What is happening? Deepest team my ass. John Horst sucks. That's a you problem, and you're not going to find the answers to your salvation here. I don't have that for you. My good old buddy, Hot Take Jake, has been dying for this team to be bad so that he can make his fart in the win comparison. Tweeting it tonight. Ron Wolf, fart in the win, fart in the win. You can say that, Jake, once the series is over. Beautiful background coming at you with the Omaha Steaks.
I got the popcorn out. I got a feeling it's going to be a good one.
Wearing all Brewers stuff tonight.
Yeah, I mean, turning up the heat.
Yeah.
So, in the words of a great man, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I don't even want to do the whole like back and forth about fans do this and I think you should fan this way. I don't, I think everybody, I did that all night on Twitter, driving, bobbing and weaving. I was going to tweet like, oh shit, I got stuck in Brewers traffic the night after, like everybody got mad at me because I said no one was at the game.
Well, I'm a little concerned. Like watching the game on the dash, I've done that. You can't be tweeting while you're driving though, Bart. Come on, man. Be better than that. Like, it ain't, sports discourse ain't worth dying over. You feel me?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, yes, I do feel you. How did my daddy die again, Mom? Well, it was the most fucked up thing, son. He was doing a PA gig in Madison for soccer, which
and then the Heat rolled the Bucks by 30 points,
and then as he was driving home to get into the basement to do his podcast on a Saturday night. Why? Wait, I thought you said Dad was in radio. Why didn't he wait until the radio show? Oh, that station went under and they fired everybody. So as he's racing to come home on a Saturday night, he also couldn't wait to do the podcast and had to yell at everybody on Twitter. Well, was he yelling at like his friends? Or, I mean, some of the people were his friends, but ultimately he was arguing with one guy whose icon is a pumpkin who won't stop bitching about why the Bucks don't have PJ Tucker 2 years later. Oh, okay. And my dad's dead because of that? Yes, son, your dad's fucking dead.
I mean, I can think of worse ways to go now that I think about it. At least you died on your sword. You know what I mean?
Here he is, Kevin, talking about PJ Tucker. Can we admit they never replaced Tucker like they should have? That they don't have a guy, that was 15 fucking chapters ago.
On that topic, I think we can all agree that Crowder has not really lived up to the hype yet, has he?
No, it's the Bucks tradition of bringing in a guy at the trade deadline who stinks once they get here. Now, Ingles has been good, but that was a preseason acquisition. Crowder is going the Mirotic role. Paul Gasol famously played under 35 minutes with the Bucks one season.
That's right. And do you remember who they cut to keep Paul Gasol?
Yeah, that would be Christian Wood.
Christian Wood. Yeah. Good trivia there.
I
mean, I have a friend that lives out in Arizona, and he's kind of like a tertiary Suns fan, and he's like, "Trust me, you guys don't want Crowder. Like he's done." I was like,
"Well, me and Matt in the Falls were saying that, and all you guys said no."
I was firmly on the do not trade Grayson train there, but Grayson's my guy, so that's a given. But I don't know, man. It would be hard for me to say.
Marvin Williams. Oh my God.
He was okay, at least. He showed a little bit of something.
Hot Take Jake's here. I'm going to keep you here for a sec. Josiah, you want to get in and talk? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, Josiah's
Bring
here.
him in.
What's up, dude? Josiah to the show.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Try not to be a stranger.
Feels like the first time.
Very first time.
I'm with you, Bart. People are overreacting. I mean, people forget that, if your take is that without Giannis we're in trouble, maybe. But Giannis locked up Jimmy a couple of years ago, and I mean, I think he'll be back for Game 4, and it's an overreaction to this point.
So we can talk. That was not water. That was stronger than I thought. Oh, sorry, Jake. Gin
Gin?
and tonic.
Bro, I got the sugar-free ginger ale. That's where it's at.
All right, so we're down 2-1 to the Heat. Let's say for the sake, and when this gets published Monday morning, well, it'll be published on YouTube all weekend, but let's say for the sake, Josiah, Giannis doesn't come back. How do we feel about game 4, game 5?
A little bit nervous. I mean, this shooting variance is incredible. I mean, you can't have Duncan Robinson making everything he throws up. I mean, but if the Heat come back down to earth, we still should be okay. But it could go 7, certainly.
What I don't like about, in game 1, when we got to the point where it was, they shot, 65%? And we all started to say, well, that won't happen again. That won't happen again. What did they shoot tonight? I don't have the box score up with me. But it kind of happened again, right? They had a great shooting night from 3, and that's what got them their separation.
It always happens.
That feels to me like the Celtics series from last year. Oh, Al Horford's not going to keep playing like this.
It's a Budenholzer team. This always happens.
Right. And then, they don't defend the 3 ever. So ultimately, I think they're going to win game 4 regardless, is my prediction. If they lose game 4, then, still it's not over yet, but then you can all fire off all your Dame Lillard tweets and all that stuff. If they lose game 4, what I think was they'll tie, they'll come back to Milwaukee, win. I still think they're going to win it in 6. I'm sorry. They're the better team. I'm sorry. Well, and I know people are, tweeting me, you said this. Hey, I mean, do you ever see Nostradamus's predictions?
Well, here's my issue.
He was like, nation dependent on intelligence will buckle to the calendar. People are like, holy fuck, he predicted Y2K.
My issue is, let's say they do win, and there's a decent chance they could still win this. They could fire off 3 wins in a row. I would be totally lying to you, and I think a lot of Bucks fans, even the most optimistic ones, would say that their confidence in a title run hasn't taken a big hit in the last week or so. As we've all discussed, Miami is an 8 seed. They're a hobbled 8 seed. They're a terrible offensive team, and they've lit our asses up. I don't know. I'm trying to stay optimistic, Bart. I know that you're like the gatekeeper for optimism for this team, and I appreciate it.
I don't even want to be that. I was that in 2021 because I knew they were going to win the finals. I fucking knew it in my bones. I don't know it in my bones this year. I think the Celtics,
that's not what you said before.
No, I don't think I ever committed to them winning the finals. I may have predicted it. I may have said it, but I'll tell you right now, I don't feel it the same way that I felt it then.
Do you feel different now about this team than you did a week ago?
No.
Okay. I mean, I'll take you as an honest response. I don't think there's a lot of people that share that same feeling.
We also had Giannis a week ago. I mean, what are your thoughts on Middleton's play so far?
Middleton is Middleton. He's going to have games where he looks great offensively, where he's able to get his shot off. He's going to have games where his handle is so sloppy and his passing is horrendous. Defensively, he hasn't been a good defender in a few years. It is what it is. I think it's going to be a really, really interesting offseason with both him and Brook as free agents.
Well, and that'll be the conversation to have in the offseason. Like my guy Trey Crosby was tweeting, like, if they lose this series, one of these core got to go, and we got to do something different. And we'll have that conversation. But somebody else tweeted me there could be 96 minutes of basketball left. Well, there could also be 960. That's 6 games, 7 games, 6 games. I just again, I'm like saying I don't want to do it. I'm gonna keep doing it, but I would caution everybody because a lot of the shit that you're tweeting out there is going to look so stupid.
Well, that's the thing too. You got to remember, I think it's easier to be negative because if we're wrong, well, fuck it, we won. They did well anyways. But
But why? It's not that it's just easier to be negative. It's like people want to be negative. People aren't excited that they're mad. They sat down. The series is harder than we thought it would be for a multitude of reasons. And so instead of dealing with that fact and grappling with it, we're going to total extremes, just trying to be like getting out in front. We're so insecure around here. We try to get out in front of our feelings because we don't want to feel miserable when it happens. We don't want to feel miserable when it happens. So we're going to try and feel as miserable as we can before it happens, even if it won't happen. Worrying is the dumbest thing you can do because most of the time, the thing you worry about never happens. And you wasted all that time being mad about nothing.
that was like a really good George Costanza. Like I could see George Costanza giving that whole monologue there. That was good.
I like Josiah's presence here. I just like that you're here. You're like,
Yeah, Josiah, how'd you find out about the show? You just been like
he
a
said
big
first
Weezer
time,
fan?
long time.
Awesome.
First time, long time. Yeah, RIP 1250. But I mean, look, the Heat are a bottom third offensive team. This isn't going to continue. We'll get Giannis back. It'll be fine.
Any other points you want to make? I'm going to bring in my guy Q.
Oh, can I say hi to Q?
I mean, I'll keep Josiah in the stream if you want. I don't care. Q's here. Hot Take Jake's here. Yeah, you guys are all repping Milwaukee. Well, I got my hat on.
Somebody wanted to say hi to me.
Jake.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Jake.
What's up, man?
I thought you were vegan. What's with this steak background?
You thought I was what?
Vegan.
I'm just trying to help out the show any way I
You're
can.
vegan?
I'm not a vegan. No, I don't know where that rumor started.
Yeah, no.
I was just starting it.
You kind of look like a vegan, to be honest with you. Like
What's
if you had a
that?
beanie on right now, I would guess you were vegan.
I always thought you were vegan. You're so health conscious.
No. If anyone, and this is on video, the power rankings of vegan would be
You, Bart.
you are totally one.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're one.
You look like you're
based on
baby
appearance.
right now.
Based on appearance, Q is way most likely to be vegan.
I thought you cured your gout with veganism.
No. Q, you know what I did last night? I went to have a burrito for lunch today. I didn't have any. I had 4 when I came home from Estabrook Garden last night. Don't remember eating them.
What? Burrito?
Four burritos?
I guess so. Little like 150 calorie burritos.
Right,
So Jake's the least likely to be vegan. You're by far the most likely. And then it's like between me and Josiah.
I think that might be the best compliment I've ever had is that I look the most vegan. Thank you, Bart.
No. It's not a compliment. You're like, you'd be like, you look like the person that would go into someone's house and see their like vegetables or fruit and be like, and you'd tell your wife like, this person shops at a Target, not a Fresh Time only or a Whole Foods like we do.
So did the Flamingos win?
They did. They played. It was a friendly. They played the Badgers soccer team. Yeah, college.
So, like, who plays on the Flamingos? Is it college kids or are they like?
It's a lot of guys that are like 2 or 3 years out of college. By the way, there should not be collegiate soccer. Those kids should play on clubs. There maybe not even should be high school soccer if we really want to do soccer right in this country. That's for another day that will never come because no one cares. But
soccer has clubs. That's cute.
But they scored a goal in the 90th minute. It was very thrilling.
That is thrilling.
Yeah.
All
right. Should we switch back to the Bucks?
Yeah. So you're a little. I mean, it's not. I just like from a basketball standpoint, I'm very upset about the Bucks loss tonight because I think they played like dog shit. It's not to me, it's not about them missing threes. or the I'm just trying to check the Brewers score. They won. It's not about them like getting outshot from 3. I'm watching this game in my car. And these turnovers, these shitty passes, Pat Connaughton not boxing out. Who was that? Caleb Martin that threw it down? Was that him? I mean, it's just, geez, it's these shitty, like, it's not.
They're throwing football
nothing to do
passes
with
for
being a
layups.
1 seed. This has nothing to do with having the best record in the league. This has nothing to do without Giannis. It just looked like a bunch of guys that were shit. And they're not shit. That's what, like, everyone, if you watch the game tonight and you freak the fuck out, you're freaking the fuck out because you're watching a bunch of guys that suck at basketball. But they don't. They just beat this team. Like, we were just, like, saying Bucks and 5 the other night, how badly they put a beat down on them. And then tonight, it's like everyone just took the night off.
That's the curse of Budenholzer.
I got to get this out of the way. Fuck! All right, I got that out of the way. It was a frustrating game, but I think we're going to win in 5 or 6.
Well, that'd be really interesting if they win in 5.
It'd be amazing if they won in 5.
I think they're going to win in 6 or 7. My bad.
If they win in 5, conspiracy is in.
Yeah.
But
I'm pissed because now game
5
will be during the draft. Or no, game 6.
Yeah.
Will be Friday night.
The whole thing is really frustrating. And like I think the most disappointing thing is that Chris and Drew combined for 10 turnovers. And like maybe we can accept that from Chris because he's Chris and I've been making excuses for him all season. But 5 turnovers from Drew Holiday, and most of them were like giveaways in the paint. Like I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's another fluke game, but what's most frustrating is like once we get Giannis back, we could just rally off 3 wins right in a row, and it wouldn't be surprising. So
Lopez looked like Robin tonight too.
But like,
yeah, he didn't play towards the end, did he?
Brooke did.
The Lakers are up 35-9.
Yeah, I saw that.
I cannot wait to go into Pato and cash that $10 ticket for $175 when they get out of the West.
I think that we can't complain too much about Brooke because he is an old man, and I think that he has really relied on and depended on Giannis's presence to help him the entire season. But it's frustrating. Like that's the only thing you can say about this game is it was frustrating. This team has been frustrating this off season so far, but now it just feels like we got to buckle down, survive the heat, and hopefully the next round will be easier.
That's another thing to say. Another point that I want to get out is that if you're looking at this series and saying like the way they're like, if you're watching them play against the Heat, and Giannis has played for 11 minutes in this series, first of all. But if you're looking at this and saying like, oh, if they're going to play like this way against the Heat, I'm worried how they're going to play against the Celtics. I think that's fair. I think if you say, well, a team that struggles against the Heat can't win all these series are different. They're all their own beast. Who's that going? Every game is different. Everything's different. The Heat have an upper edge. Yeah, I know 73% of the time the motherfuckers win. Okay, but this is a 1 versus 8. The Bucks are the 1 for a reason. The Heat are playing on fumes. If we lose, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to try to figure out. I just don't understand how people that lived through 2021 can watch tonight and speak with such a finality about what this series is. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're worried that they're not as good as you thought and you're thinking of a long finals run and now we're having more problems against the Heat, Like these are all natural human feelings. But to jump right to this, this goes back to what I said, that I think we don't know what the playoffs are if it's not in the NFL. We don't know how to deal with series. Jake?
I have a point on that though, because it's easy to say like, "Hey, they won the title in 2021." Like, remember that? I think if people are like trending towards the negative or speaking with finality, I think the Bucks in the Giannis era have given us a lot more of those negative thoughts and the way that their seasons end and just the heartbreak. There's way more of that to draw off of than the one titles run, the one magical run that they have. So yes, the title run was brilliant and amazing, but if you're a long-standing Bucks fan, there's a lot more to draw off of. Like, okay, I've seen this before.
Jake, I'm gonna bid adieu to you. Love you, bud.
To all my fans, I love you so much. And Giannis should be paid triple what he's making. Love you guys.
Yeah, he wrapped up MVP tonight.
I feel like I don't think Jake gives enough credit to the Bucks winning the championship. It's not that easy. It's really,
I don't think a lot of people do.
It's so hard. There's been like, just think about the other teams that were in that season and like bad things happened to them and it benefited the Bucks, but they were still really good teams. I think the Bucks could have beaten them, just like they did with the Nets. But yeah. But I think the other thing I don't think we really talked about tonight is just it seems like the injuries are starting to pile up for the Heat. Victor Oladipo looks like
everyone like died in the last 5 minutes. What was going on?
I mean, it looks like he tore his ACL.
But did Caleb Martin get hurt too?
They said he hurt his shoulder. I don't know if he.
And Jimmy's got the same injury as Giannis, maybe.
Jimmy fell on his butt and went boom. So it's I don't know what's gonna happen, but it seems like they're gonna trot out a pretty like a hospital-ridden team on Monday. So hey, Matt.
Oh, I had him muted. Is that a dino you have? A squishy dino?
This is wow. I don't even know what this is. This is a sheep.
Yeah, I got two of those that are dinos.
I don't know if it came like this or if one of my children painted it like this because it's so terrible.
Oh. Josiah vanished. I was just going to keep him in for the ride.
It's too bad. He's got places to go, people to see. It's Saturday night.
All right, I just want to read a couple of tweets. I haven't read any comments yet, if you don't mind. But first, what I want to do is thank everybody for being true soldiers for Happy Place Hemp. On 420, the promo code BORT was used 18 times.
Ooh.
And I think that's very impressive. The promo code BART is what gets you 25% off every single time. I had someone text me last night. They took a THCO and got very, 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 very.
I just want like a tiny.
Okay.
Are you
Oh,
good?
sorry.
And I'm just talking about a sponsor, no big D. The promo code BART is what gets you 25% off. The promo code BORT will be used for special occasions. And I think that is just tremendous. HappyPlaceHemp.com. Promo code right now, BART. I'm just going to scroll through these comments real quick. I don't know if there's anything that I need to catch up on besides people like Test User that gave me $2 for no reason, which I thank you.
I know, but I know exactly what you're doing.
What did you say, honey?
Yeah, honey.
I forget how good the iPad microphone is these days. Technology is just amazing. Bart, where do we start? I think that you underestimated the Heat, calling them terrible. I think they're better than the 8th seed. They have a lot of good players. They have a great coach. They have a lot of playoff experience. I mean, even without Tyler Hero, they have some, like, I think they have a better roster than the Knicks.
No, I don't think I underestimated the Heat. I think I
You said they were terrible, and they're not.
I overestimated the Bucks' willingness to wrap up this series as quick as they should. This is what I said about the Heat earlier. The Heat, and this is why I would much rather play the Bulls now that I'm thinking about it, because they would have no life. The Bulls, they aren't as bad as they should. Like, they suck because they think they suck. The Heat have rallied together in this stupid playing tournament and have decided. They look around the locker room. They see 90-year-old Haslam. They see 45-year-old Love. They see a guy who, if he had 5 knees, would have needed a 6 in Victor Oladipo. That felt harsh. I shouldn't have said that. They see Kyle Lowry.
It's okay.
They see a locker room of guys that are basically like, this isn't even their last dance. This is like their last chicken dance at a wedding. The Miami Heat are 80-year-olds that get out on the floor for one song per dance just because it's their granddaughter's wedding, and they got to get out on the floor for at least one. Otherwise, they're kibitzing in the corner the rest of the time. These motherfuckers are old. They are tired. They are shells of themselves, but they have decided to look within. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. I think you're going to find a guy who's going to go that inch with you. And they are trying to last dance this shit. This is the last hokey pokey.
I underestimated the Heat. I said I wanted them instead of the Hawks. So I underestimated them, and I can't say I regret it because I still think we're going to win the series, but the Heat are better than I thought they were. But what's funny is, like, if you listen to the Miami, like, podcast guys, they all still are hating their roster and hoping for a teardown in the offseason. So,
Who, the Heat?
Yeah. Like, they're already talking about trading Lowry and
I'm a child. These are people that commented in they joined my thing, and because I yelled at people that say I'm a child. I'm a child says, wait a minute. You literally said in a tweet that you can't predict the future, but now you're predicting a Game 4 win? No, I said I can't see the future, you dumb bitch.
Hey,
Don't
Bart,
be mad at me if I thought we were gonna wrap this shit up in 5. This is your mother says whatever. I don't give a shit about what people
you look pretty vegan with that hat and background, Bart.
I'd like to tell you, everybody, that I feel so low about myself.
I don't think he looks vegan at all. I think he looks like he just came home from Taco Bell for lunch after having McDonald's for breakfast.
No, I'll tell you. I'm glad you brought that up. I weigh the most I have ever weighed in my life, but I'm not gaining not one. Like there's some of these older white men that are like 50 and they're like, and they just like, they fill out everywhere. Like, oh, that guy's probably drank a lot in his life, but he's like, I just have the fucking gut. It doesn't go to my arms. It doesn't go to my face. It doesn't go to my ass. It all goes to my gut. So today, yes, I did have an entire pizza. I was going to eat half of the frozen pizza for lunch, save the other half for my drive home after this soccer game. But I decided I had to eat it all right then and there. So what I ate for dinner tonight was I went to Walgreens by the field, and I thought I need something to eat. I was going to go to the Hy-Vee, but it was the other way. And I thought, no, I'm going to go, that looks very good. So I bought those Atkins bars that are supposed to feel like a meal. So I had a chocolate Atkins bar, and that was my dinner.
Nice.
So you're actively trying to lose weight?
I'm actively wanting to try to lose weight.
You know what we need? We need like a weight loss sponsor.
No.
And you could like
got that spare tire around you, huh?
No.
What is this that you're doing? Is that a character that we should?
I got that spare tire on you, huh? Hey, spring's coming up as the ad is running in the fucking fall. Wicket knows what I'm saying. Wicket, get your ass in here.
Yeah. Come on, Mike.
Wixie, get the fuck in here. Did you guys know Mike Wicket had 3 kids?
That's crazy. 2 is the magic number.
Good for him. Matt, so is that lactose-free pizza?
No, I took pills.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't eat dairy? Oh yeah, your ice cream.
Yeah, he's got the special ice cream.
It's really good. But I can't eat dairy. I just have to take pills, and like I won't drink a pint of milk. But
Wicked says, got 3 sleeping kids and a sleeping wife. Can't get loud.
So come in here and whisper.
go in your basement. What are you doing, Wicked?
Yeah.
We're the basement boys. Funny you rip on sports shows for not talking sports while you're not talking sports. On a Saturday night at 9:55 p.m., I have talked more about this Bucks game in the 35 minutes that we've been on than will get talked total on the Steve Zabin show. So take that Twitter blue check mark that he paid for and shove it up your penis.
We were talking about the Heat like 90 seconds ago.
91. I mean, it was just happening.
It's true. What else can we talk about? Brewers won, right?
Oh.
Did they hold up?
I watched like the first homestand. I watched like every inning and every game, and I basically have not seen a game since. Last night, I was to the skies by 7:30. Saturday.
No, is that drunk? Does that mean drunk?
I don't know. I made it up.
To the skies.
Yeah, I just tested it. Sunday.
Didn't work.
Sunday I'm doing CBS, which I'll have talked about after, but you guys should call them to CBS. 4-hour shows are brutal. I'm doing Sunday 9 to 1 on yesterday if you're on the podcast. Fox Sports, don't take your YouTube commenters for granted. Kevin, actually, that is a very good thing. All right. Back to the Bucks. Let me read the box score and shit on some people. Bobby Portis. Foul trouble. This motherfucker fouled out. Middleton was good. But he can't do it by himself. Brooke Lopez is going to be on the next edition of Unsolved Mysteries. As in, where the fuck did he go? Drew Holiday.
2 rebounds tonight from Brooke. I'm not looking at the box score. I'm just
3
guessing.
rebounds.
3. Turnovers absolutely killed us. Miami shot like the Globetrotters. We shot pretty well, I believe, at times.
Well, in the first half, we were shooting like 50% from 3, and then we finished at 38. The Heat were shooting like 60. They finished at about 48.
Yeah, so, I mean, if the opponent is shooting 48%.
Why are people leaving
really
my
tough
stream
to win.
without saying bye? Like, Q just vanished too.
I don't know. Maybe he was abducted.
Man, I'm going to bring in the guys here from Thirst and 10.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
Bart.
A duo.
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, hope
right.
hope you guys are dealing with this like how we're dealing with this. That was not a fun game to watch. I have no idea what that offense was.
What shirt are you guys both wearing?
Oh, we have merchandise now.
Oh, look
Wow.
at you guys.
Yeah,
Thirst
see?
and 10.
Yeah, see? So, first off, it's called marketing. And second off, they're wonderful shirts. And if anybody wants them, they can Venmo me $20.
Handmade.
Handmade. My wife's an art teacher. She hand makes these.
With
I
like a
will buy
press.
one. Yes, I will buy one.
And not
Bart.
like slave labor either, handmade. Like actual like consenting handmade.
90% of those $20 goes to my wife. So she's a teacher, so you're supporting teachers as well.
Even better.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Man, I'll buy you a shirt too.
Bart, I
Perfect.
was actually going to come on and suggest that you get shirts. And
I am
have
working
made.
on that.
If
Are
you
you?
need a shirt, we will make you a print and
Green.
then we'll create them for you.
I know a lady.
Yeah. He knows my wife.
That's a lady.
I did have before we get to the Bucks game with you guys, I've been on their pod a few times. Sometimes I talk wrestling.
Yep.
Seth Rollins versus Omos. What the fuck?
I mean, it's better than Seth Rollins having to like work up Logan Paul, I guess, but
Thank you, Bart.
All right, what do you guys think about where are we at with the Buckaroos?
very disappointed. Now, I don't think I'm worried about the Heat. I'm not worried about the Heat. but I am worried about our chances of making a deep run. I still think we're going to beat the Heat.
I do too. I would predict Bucks in 6, honestly.
Okay. Do we have an update on Giannis yet?
The update is he should have played tonight, and they got too cute with it.
I do think that's the problem. It's also the problem with Bud's strategy of just throwing away game one. Like, you don't have a lot of room for error when you throw away game one every single time. So,
Mike says, this show is incredible. What even is this post-game show? This is the Bart Winkler show, Mike.
First time?
Yeah. Mike, you worked with me for a year. You know what I do.
Jeez. Where's Tim Shea, by the way? Sleeping?
So here's the latest on Tim Shea. He texted me at 12:55 a.m. Saturday morning, said Winkler. I texted him at 10:05 Saturday morning, said Shea. And that's the last time we talked.
Really deep.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
hey, where do we submit our resume to become the new Tim Shea? I think we got a lot of things going for us. Like, first off, we actually like Wisconsin sports. So we have that going for us. We have elite video editing skills. We have shirt making abilities. Where do we submit our resume?
Do you like, now let me tell you what the terms of a Tim Shea employment looked like. I did not pay him.
Perfect. We're in.
But then there'd be times where I felt like I'm using Tim too much. So I would send him some Venmo
Used to
money.
that. Okay.
Or
I
I would
mean-
take him out to lunch.
I love lunch. It's like in my top
Speaking
3
of
fever
food,
meals.
I'm going to eat my pizza and announce my departure, unlike other people. So,
Well, Matt, it's great to have
I'll be
you.
watching with some pizza going down the hatch. Adios. See you later,
See you,
boys.
Matt.
Good talking to you.
Peace.
These are
So,
my
Bart-
boys from Thurston 10. Yes.
You said still Bucks in 6. Obviously, it's the prophecy. Why? How do you think they can win 4 in a row now?
3 in a row.
I
Three.
might feel like
Good
they
man.
might. This could also go 7.
I wanted you to convince me. You're not being convincing right now.
Well, no, I don't think like the Heat are pulling a real shredder from Turtles too.
Like, how are the Heat the same team who lost to the Hawks, should have lost to the Bulls, and now they look like world beaters? Like, how is this
Are we
the
not
same team?
Secrets of the Ooze fans here?
What's that?
Do you not get the Turtles reference?
No.
So I will tell you. So what happened was they had to fight Shredder.
Okay. Yeah.
He was the bad guy. One of the great villains of our time. Other than
Dr.
Kilgrave and Jessica Jones. I thought Kilgrave was a great villain.
I missed that.
Bart- yeah, well, I'm a Marvel guy. I just started Luke Cage.
I enjoyed Luke Cage. You'll like it.
I watched season episode 1 today. I'm into it.
Perfect. Have you watched The Defenders yet?
Well, no, I'm watching
You're building up. Okay.
complete timeline order, everything.
Wow.
And I saw that the reviews on Guardians 3, best movie since Endgame, they said.
Have you seen the new Ant-Man?
Yes. The new Ant-Man, I thought was a good 2-hour movie.
Okay.
In terms of what I wanted from the overall story, it left me very underwhelmed.
Okay.
And I don't like that because in Marvel, I always think I will get to the Bucks thing in a second. But in Marvel, it's the fucking playoffs. No one cares. You're talking Marvel movies. It's 10 o'clock on a Saturday.
And all 3 of us are having a great time.
In Marvel, what they do is, because I always think like, what does the normal person think of what's going on? So Marvel keeps like finding ways to have battles in places where nobody is. including the quantum realm, where there's all these unexplainable figures, and there's like a whole like how do these people
here?
get? You can't just make
Yeah.
up a whole fucking world.
Why does Bill Murray live here?
But
What the
I
fuck?
saw a thing that at the end of the night, or at the final scene where he's back in the real world, that's not really the real world. I'll send you guys the video.
Wow.
It's like
Yeah.
Kang sent them to a different world. And
Yeah,
if
you're
that's
fucking
the
with me
case,
now.
it's great. Also, Kang and all this Jonathan Major stuff, I'm getting a little worried about what's going on. I'm getting a little worried.
I am too. Once the agent and everybody dropped him,
Getting a little worried.
uh-oh.
Like,
I like
when-
Creed 3, though. Creed 3 was good.
When the agent drops the talent, that's when you know something's wrong. Like usually the talent drops the agent, a la Corbin Burns dropping his agent to get Scott Boras.
Wow, dude, KB talks more sports than you. KB can't name 5 fucking sports.
Okay, Kate, I don't want to be that guy who just shits on Milwaukee radio,
You're the guy.
but I listen to the Drew and KB show, unfortunately, every single day on the
This
way
guy
home
is
from work.
KB. This guy, KB, you're watching me. I get it. This is the guy says his name is JR KB. This is KB. KB, I want to fight you, and I will fight you with 2 hands behind my back. I don't let you punch me
Let's
5
set it up.
fucking times before I even start.
Dude, the Drew and KB show has to be the worst 3 hours of radio anywhere in the nation. It's awful.
What were we talking? Well, how do we get on this tangent?
Because JR said KB would crush you in sports talk.
But what was the last Bucks thing I was telling you guys?
Why are you so hopeful? I believe
Matt's back. Matt, where
Hey,
were we talking?
I just want to throw a topic out there before I can continue eating. Like, how the fuck are the 76ers done with their 4-game sweep before we play our 3rd game? Like,
the Nets are
That's
terrible.
some bullshit.
How?
The
We
Nets
should have
suck.
played at noon today. I agree.
Well,
I
no, not
think
at noon. Like, how are they? They're like 2 games ahead of us at a point. Like,
You
how
know-
is it even possible?
Bart, I think you were talking about how they're talking about trying to like let the number 1 overall seed pick who they would play. I think like you mentioned that like you could pick like out of like the 4 teams out of 5 through 8. If you could do that this year, the Bucks would have taken the Nets hands down, right?
I think the Hawks. I think the Hawks are shit.
I like it would have been the Nets 1.
Oh, I was
Hawks
telling you
2.
about Wicked, motherfucking Mike Wicked from the rafters. I needed to describe to you guys about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. So in Ninja Turtles 2, Vanilla Ice is in this movie.
That's like top 2 Vanilla Ice songs for me.
So you know the song?
I know the song, not the movie.
What's the song?
Go Ninja, go Ninja.
How the fuck do you know the song and not the movie?
Who doesn't know that song?
Everybody
Bart?
knows that song.
Everybody knows Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap. Go ninja, go ninja, go,
Yeah.
go.
Everybody knows that.
So then Shredder's there and he's like, I am American or Japanese. The creators haven't really figured it out yet. And then they push him, and then he goes into the docks,
Yep.
and he's dead. And the Heat are dead. And then he goes, "Ah!" and he rips his hand up. And they kill him.
Okay, and what's the analogy?
So we're about to kill him?
The Heat are Shredder doing it's their one last gasp.
Okay, like does play
Yeah, it's a little too quiet. Shh. Yeah, it's quiet. Yeah, it's a little too quiet. Yeah, that's ref. Yeah, a little too ref. Oh, by the way, number 1 take of all time. Number one take of all time. Raph needs therapy. This motherfucker, they got him
Obviously.
standing on a ledge in Turtles 1. They're showing you that an anamorphous 16-year-old turtle is about to jump.
No, Raph has deep anger issues. That's for sure. I'm with you on that.
Mike is obviously the best.
Michelangelo. Okay, yep. I would say Michelangelo
Raph was
and
the
Raphael
goat
are 1
turtle.
and 2.
Raph was the goat turtle. Fuck that.
And then Donatello's 4.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant
See, I like Leonardo.
Turtle Power. Leonardo's on the winning team. No. Hold on.
No, it goes Michelangelo, Donatello,
Michelangelo
Leonardo,
is a party
Donatello.
dude. It goes, Raphael is cruel but rude. Michelangelo is a party dude.
Oh yeah.
What is the Leonardo? Leonardo's on Donatello's.
You're right. You the party dude rings my bell, but that's all I got.
I can't think of Leo or Don. All right. This is part of the podcast on Monday. The show's over, but we're staying here for whatever.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to go to the bar by my house and gamble on the slots because my wife's not home.
Is that Pato, or are you going, or is there a different bar by your house with slots?
No, it's just a shitty corner bar.
You know, when you start gambling at those slot machines,
oh, and this is the tightest. These are the tightest.
You either know the secret combination of buttons to hit, in which you like win like $300 every spin, or yeah, they don't pay out at all.
Okay, Splinter taught them to be ninja teams. He's a radical rat. Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines. That's a fact, Jack. Raphael is cruel but crude. Give me a break. Michelangelo is a party dude. Party! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm impressed.
Oh, everyone knew.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines.
Oh, now he comes in with it.
Leonardo leads.
It's a weird flex to like shit on the stream and then like comment on it.
Mm.
No, people that are shitting on the stream, I think, left.
Well, I saw the one from Wicket, so
no, Wicket's pro stream.
He's pro stream. Okay, his comments had me fooled.
Oh no, I would support Mike through anything.
Okay,
you're a ride or die, Bart. That's why.
Did you guys hear my big Chuck take? I told Sparky the other day, he said, what if we got local programming back? And I said, I would only come back to the radio if Chuck Freeman came with me.
You know, Chuck actually sent us a DM the other day. I was shocked.
What did he say?
He said,
follow me.
Yeah, hey, Thirsty. I really like your stuff. Shoot me a follow at Chuck Freeman. And then I said, hey, I loved listening to you with Bart on the weekends at 12:50. I'd love to do a podcast with you. And then I followed him, and then he said, thanks, Thirsty. And that was it.
So he's just sliding in DMs for followers?
Apparently, yeah. Yeah. I think because we liked the Lockdown Brewers podcast before we liked the Chuck Freeman account. So apparently he wants everybody to like him or follow him at Chuck Freeman. So.
Kristen says, which is Jake. Bart, you got to get over Chuck. He never loved you. Chuck and I had our issues. But I think we realized once we were separate that we belonged together. Chuck and I would be the couple that got married young, divorced, and then 5 years later came back with each other.
No.
Yeah.
So it's like if you truly loved it, let it go. If he comes back, that's when you know it's real love situation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. And you guys like let each other go, and that's beautiful. Now you guys are going to come back together.
That's more beautiful.
My buddy texted me, could you guys answer this question? On a scale of worst game ever as a buck, from 1 to 10, where would you rate Brooke Lopez's performance?
9.9. I've seen a lot of really bad Bucks games. Like I remember the Herb Cole years. So that was awful. Like Bam Adebayo gets into foul trouble like a minute into the third quarter.
Yeah, what happened to Brooks' monster game in game 2?
And like Brooke like just disappeared. Like, why weren't we feeding Brooke the entire time? Like, where was he? Like, he was awful. And I love Brooke. I love Drew too, but Drew was awful today. Like,
Drew was doing too much.
Drew was like, if we don't have Giannis, I get to play iso ball. He was like Brucey in The Longest Yard.
Someone's fighting with me online.
Do you want me to, like, back you up?
I don't know. The weird thing, like, people are desperate to. I guess at one point I said we're going to the finals. And then this guy said there might be 96 minutes of meaningful basketball left. And I said there might also be like 960. And he said there might be, but you said there are. So how about you admit you were wrong? We don't know anything yet.
There's no way the Bucks are gonna lose in 5.
But even if the Bucks lose this series, even if they do, it's 2-1 right now. We don't know that.
If the Bucks lose this series, it'll be worse than the Packers losing to Seattle. It would be worse.
No,
yeah,
wrong.
It would be.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, an 8 over a 1 when the 1 is the best team in the league, as opposed to an on the road
Terrible.
2 losing to a 1. No, this would be worse than the Packers losing to Seattle. Yes, absolutely.
No.
Why not? The injury?
No.
Okay, why?
That was the single worst moment of my life. And I watched my parents get killed in a dark alley after a play.
We should have let the Batman shirts on.
Ah, fuck you guys.
We should have left the Batman shirts on. Unironically, we both actually were wearing Batman shirts during the game. And then we took them off to wear the Thurston 10 merchandise.
I don't even know why I went there.
I thought you were a Marvel guy. He's going Batman all of a sudden?
No,
I don't even know why I went there.
Are you a Marvel guy who hates DC, or do you like them both?
I want DC to succeed, but I can't get. I don't know. I'm so marveled up.
See, here's my problem with Marvel.
Weird flex.
Is originally they had like the 5 superheroes,
Red
5 or 6,
flag.
and now it's like they have to give like everybody a TV show. Everybody gets a movie.
What,
it's
Marvel?
It's too much for me to keep up with.
It's not enough.
I can't keep up. Like, I have no idea. Like, if Moon Knight comes into the next Marvel movie and saves the day, I'm gonna be like, Conor McGregor, who the fuck is that guy? Like, I have no idea.
By Night didn't need to happen.
But I mean, like, everybody gets like their own TV show. And I'm just like, I can't keep up.
Moon Knight was good until some fucking hippo was talking to all 3 of them. Like, what the fuck is this?
And then, like, the Hawkeye TV show is like one of the worst.
No,
like,
I loved it. I liked Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was terrible.
I made 2 episodes of Hawkeye and I quit.
Hawkeye was awful.
I don't need every superhero to become a teenage girl. Like, I don't need that to happen.
Yeah, they got a weird thing going on. Yeah,
like Hawkeye, Doctor Strange. He's got his like Miss Marvel. Like they have.
Miss Marvel was good until it got bad.
I didn't see any of it. I'll be honest.
But now it's like She-Hulk. Like people who loved it or hated it, and I'm like, I don't even have the energy.
She-Hulk was fine.
Like it was fine. Like when they had like the Punisher and Daredevil on Netflix. Like that's like when their TV show was.
Punisher fucking rules. I love that guy.
Oh, the Punisher. I think the Punisher. Their 2 seasons might be the 2 best seasons in TV history.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bar.
Okay, well, it was good talking to you.
No, I'll keep talking Marvel. What? Oh, here's the Bucks thing. Are we boned if we lose Monday? Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
If we
Yeah.
go down 3-1,
That's it.
like I don't think
We
like I
get
said,
2 or 3 at home, son.
I don't think I'm worried about the Heat yet, but if we go down 3-1, that's gonna be ugly.
Hold on. I'm going to wrap this up. I am. But I would just like to do rapid fire takes on Marvel Phase 4 before I go.
Okay, perfect.
And I need to come up with a list of. So I'll open my Disney Plus app. I was asked via DM if Monday is the biggest must win since World War II.
Probably not.
Just JR guy. Why are you here then? Why are you here? I've talked a shitload of sports. We broke down the Bucks game. It's an hour into the stream. I feel good about what I'm doing.
I would say Monday is the biggest must win since the Packers played the 49ers at Lambeau in the divisional round 2 years ago. Like that was like a must win because you knew the window was closing right after that.
Especially when they blocked that punt.
So yeah, I mean, I
How
don't.
come the Sixers just get the Paul Reed their way back to fucking.
I told you, like, if you could have picked any team to play against, I would have picked the Nets. Then I would have picked the Hawks. Then I would have picked, honestly, I might have picked the Knicks over Miami.
All right. I'm going to go through phase 4 right now. So if you're not interested, leave.
Might leave.
What'd you say to me?
I might leave. I don't know. Like, let's go.
I'm pulling up my Disney app. Where the fuck is my timeline order? Oh, I watch like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is so campy. It's the fucking worst. God, I hate it.
Did you watch, what was the alternate reality show? Why can't I not think of the name? It was animated.
Oh, I'll get there.
Okay.
WandaVision.
I liked it.
Yes.
WandaVision was fucking amazing.
I enjoyed it.
If we were playing Chug or Shrug right now, I would chug.
Oh, that's your top. That's your thing.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Chug or Shrug.
Let's do Chug or Shrug.
Perfect.
WandaVision. Chug.
Chug.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Chug.
That show is so fucking good.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
People hate it.
Yeah,
And people are stupid.
Because all the shit after Endgame, they're like, oh, everything needs to be Endgame, where there's 15 years of payoffs in one movie. You get to explore Sam Wilson and Bucky Brooks and the aftermath. Like, yes, this is what I want to see.
You know what Marvel didn't do a good enough job with? What happens like to like the couple, the husband and wife, if like the wife died, she got blipped or whatever, and then like the husband remarries.
We need way more of that. Yes.
Yeah, and then like she comes back. Like, does he take her back?
I need more.
It's a reality show.
Blip.
Now.
Yeah,
Get MTV on the phone.
Loki.
Oh, like the
Chug.
most chug. I would chug a 40-ounce of Loki.
That one episode was dog shit, though.
Okay, maybe one episode
Where they were at this future world and they had like future powers. It was weird.
Okay, you mean like the one with like the crocodile Loki and that one?
It is absolutely amazing to see someone tear apart people who don't talk sports and then talk sports. Wow.
JR, you should listen to the Thurston 10 podcast.
This is KB.
Like,
And I love the fact that KB's spending his Friday or Saturday night watching this. Black Widow.
chug.
I'll chug that too.
Chug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're thinking of the show What If?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shang-Chi.
Chug.
I'm
I
going to
like it.
shrug it.
I'm going to chug the first hour and 20. And then the 30-minute fight battle
The
at the end. I
dragon
was
battle
like,
thing. Yeah.
Who was the little like hedgehog guy, like Morris or somebody? That was my favorite part.
Eternals.
Shrug.
Shrug.
Only if they do something with a giant hand that's sticking out of the fucking ocean.
Like they tried to make it like Planet of the Apes, where there's
Hawkeye.
like, shrug.
Shrug.
Chug. Moon Knight.
Chug.
Shrug.
Chug. Multiverse of Madness.
Chug.
Chug.
I was let down by that.
Really? Really?
I thought it should have been better. Miss Marvel.
Shrug.
Shrug.
Chug.
Okay.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Shrug.
Both.
Shrug. Terrible.
I have never walked
This
out of a
motherfucker
movie.
tried to remake Ragnarok.
That's what I said. I said it's just the same thing again.
I have never walked out of a movie before and been like, I don't know if I loved or hated that. That's how I felt. So both.
The I Am Groot miniseries.
Chug.
Chug because it's getting my son into Groot. She-Hulk.
Shrug.
Shrug.
Chug.
Okay.
Werewolf by Night.
Never saw it.
Chug. Chug. That was actually pretty good.
I fell asleep. Wakanda Forever.
Chug.
Chug.
Chug. Guardians Holiday Special.
Chug.
Chug.
I actually really
That was
liked
not
it.
bad.
I went into it with such low expectations.
Same.
I loved it.
How did she get Bucky's arm? People are asking.
Well, now we need James Gunn to stop making every single Marvel movie and every single DC movie and explain himself.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bar, get
Okay.
a drink, play slots by myself, and then go home.
Well,
Perfect.
good luck.
I appreciate you guys jumping on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm gonna do 3 winners of the night and 3 losers of the night. 3 winners of the night.
Us.
Yes, Thurston 10. Definite winner.
Yes, we made it.
Coming on. So you're 1. Number 2, Mike Wickett.
There you go,
Alright.
Mike.
Even though he won't come on, he's got 3 kids. And
Good
then number 3, Phase 4.
I do think
They're
it's a win
rebuilding the whole
overall.
shit. Hey, just relax.
It's a win overall.
It's no
3
phase
losers. This JR fuck.
Listen to our podcast.
Oh, I won't.
Chuck Freeman for thirst trapping you in the DMs and then not responding.
Yeah.
And also the Milwaukee Bucks for playing like absolute shit when
For
they did
losers.
not need to.
It was super disappointing. I'm just like so disappointed
Bonus
in the
the
offense.
test user because he gave me $4, even though YouTube took like $3.98 of it.
That sounds like YouTube.
Yeah.
So,
Gentlemen,
hey, thanks for having us.
thanks for having me.
Yep.
Uh,
Anytime.